was pew, 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 pew on the, just telling them exactly what they need to be buying here. Zaiwu with the first jewel lease though, but he's firing blanks. Searson is using live ammo, takes his head clean off, and Apex now and Masuda have to try and scrape together a bit of a defense. Masuda's getting aggressive, takes the head off in midair, flashbang there afterwards, and Masuda's got both of them, but Tapson from the side comes in. Majors trades back out. Dupree, no post plant is in just yet. Positions are a little bit shaky now for Dupree to contend with, but still removes the head. Keeps himself in this round. Still has 68 HP to his side as well, Blair. And Crimbo's spot still hasn't gone in for the plant.
I don't think they've seen Crimbo. He hasn't got a kill yet, right? And they haven't spotted the C4. The timing is everything. He hears a plant taking place at Dupree. Oh, no. It's not a plant, Tim Crimbo. Now going to be sticking it, and this is going to be heard now. The 1v1. Dupree has got Kevlar, he's got a dualies, and it's going to be going against Crimbo and the USP.
Dualies fire off. Oh, there's so many missed bullets on both players. It just takes one to connect, and Crimbo will seal the deal. The experience not prevailing this time against the youthful aim. And
CTs, and look at this, Vince. Heavy presence from the CTs towards mid and towards B. And Tizian is good for one, but a trade is solid. And I like this aggression here from Dupree towards B stairs.
Oh, double peek though, double angles to watch out for. And because of this scrappy start, it means that Zaiwu's going to take that much longer to get his hands on an AWP. Mage is burning alive through a flashbang down to 31. And with him being one of the only two players remaining over on the B side of the map, that is pretty rough. Zaiwu, meanwhile, somehow gets the better of Tapson. Had no right to win that fight considering his back was turned. And it is 3-on-3. All things considered, this round is still up for debate, especially as Zaiwu's picked up another frag. And although he's down to 8 HP and his teammate of Majors is 31, they're still putting the frags down with Apex. Grenade up and over, but it's not the weakened Majors. Instead, it's Apex that comes back swinging in with his third kill. Smokes that are going to be coming his way. Needs a rotation quick. Incendiary down. Now they'll be running into Dupree. 2 kills goes way. No, only 1 kill. He was only good for 1. And now Majors has managed to move in close enough with his AK and M4 alongside it, where you expect things to start to fall into position for the CTs. And Masuda, Majors spraying down. The round is over, but it wasn't without a couple of twists and turns and shaky moments.
This heavy B-centric defense from Vitality is something that they could opt to try and disrupt. Look at this 3-man hole. Faven able to find one, and I don't even know how he's still alive. Magisto replies back. Faven still looking to find more. These trades are fast and furious. Apex lobbing in the nade, however, not able to quite deal too much of damage. Huge round from Faven here early on.
Apex wants to go back in. There's a smoke down there. Could have fought him in one way. Oh, but his spray is off. He'll feel like he should have done better now. Masuda's caught between 2 completely separate angles. This would be heroics if he pulled it off. And although Faven and Tapson drop below 10 HP, it won't be good enough. Big retained 4 players and put Vitality's backs against the wall.
To take the duel, dropping on down is completely blinded, but he has recovered now.
Oh, and the A1S not showing traces allows him to just pivot in for a frag. They don't know he's here. Second kill comes in for Zaiwu, but there's the re-engage from Tapson. 2 kills go to his way.
No.
Masuda whiffs out on the spray, but more importantly, Tapson gets a 3rd entry. And all the flashes are good to just pave away that and re-engage for a moment.
Masuda, when you're playing a position right in front of the bomb site right there, you need to at least find one. In fact, deals quite a bit of damage onto Searson, who will still, however, stay alive.
Still alive, yeah, absolutely. Most of that damage was done through smokes. The flash is so good. The follow-up damage finally shows its hand. Dupree pulverizing this push up onto the B side. Smoke in the eyes of the T's as they look to pull the plug and back off. Stack on short. Good maneuvering from Vitality. They have what looks on paper to be the winning formula here, but if they push through unneeded, unnecessarily, Tizian can punish them, and punish them he shall! 2 kills to Tizian. Apex mollies himself out in the open, and it's all come apart at the seams of Vitality. Magus gets caught off guard, but he stands his ground to deliver the fatal blow down to 19 HP. 25 seconds to go, and Magisk was spotted. Crimbo is watching for this angle. 1 bullet will seal it up, and Dupree now has to try and clutch. The thing is, though, he's got a vast advantage in terms of HP, but he's missed his opportunity. Searson spots him on the approach, and Dupree has no idea to their current standing on hit points. Otherwise, he may go in for this.
Oh, my lord. That's just a disaster for Vitality.
Zaiwu with his A4 had the right idea, but knows that his back is quite vulnerable to a fast push. Masuda in the same position, hasn't had too much success. Will that change in this round? Nope. It's more of the same. Magisk is the only player that's posting up anything in return. Tries to muster up the strength for a clutch, but instead it's a do and done. And we've seen him go crazy in these kind of situations before, but it's not going to be happening here because all of the momentum of these CTs now will be going in fully. He's not sure if they have HEs, if they have incendiaries to toss to his way. And Tabson gets up on the headshot angle, but it's ZywOo that returns the favor. Nullifies him, gives Vitality a huge advantage post-plant. As one of the heavy hitters has been dealt with instead of packing. dupreeh, Masuda, both tap in through the smokes and flashes. But now Crimbo comes in. The full diffuse is coming out. Here comes the shank. He pulls off the side. He's still in the smoke. How has FaZe survived this long? And he's still alive? He's still got a chance to clutch this? Absolutely no way should this be the case. And Vitality, they finally put an end to the madness.
Molotov that's a wasted 1 minute.
Yeah, that forces a second one out there. And now 3 players, all at the forefront of the site. No one pushing on side. Give them a frag pretty decently in that first half. Now ZywOo will be making moves onto the site to jump up, but ZywOo sees it, sprays down, knows the second player has to be there. 3-play-4 in this retake. Just making sure they're not getting flanked in. Magisk now with the spray, but it's not only good enough for one, but maybe a second as ZywOo's still alive, stuck in the ramp. 1-on-1, Crimbo's already clutched out a couple of times in this best of 3, but he has to go above and beyond. He's against the powerhouse of ZywOo. 46 HP, plays 57. And the smoke onto the side. ZywOo's going to use this to his own advantage. Pushes inside and has the perfect read. Clutches out for his team.
We have a heavy take coming in from Vitality towards mid here.
Masuda's already wrapping around the back. Big kill to Tizian. Has site control. And this central control puts Big in such an awkward position. Faven, though, comes out swinging. Lands the haymaker onto Masuda and Apex. Knocks them both clean out. And in doing so now, dupreeh has to make moves onto B site. Faven there on the generators. dupreeh pushing past it, navigating himself in, but Faven gets his third. 19 HP left. Molotov's now descending onto the site, forcing the T's out to the open. Magisk trying to tap himself in with ZywOo. They're still with a chance, but Magisk has now been put down. ZywOo with low ammunition trades across to the M4. Stuck in the smoke, there's only 28 seconds. Big headshot, but there's Tabson for the re-engage. But Faven was so pivotal in this round, Blair. Those 2 kills on Con were massive.
Faven just saved his team there.
To the side. Vitality not pushing just behind it yet. Seeing what Big counteract with. This game of cat and mouse continues. There was a brief moment before the smoke plumed, and now Faven fully flashed, fully blinded, can't see anything. And once the flash is cleared, he will be on the bench. Things slow down now on the side of Big. They've been smoked off, they've been forced out of position. CSN needs impact. But dupreeh manages to navigate them way across. Finally put down. Tizian comes in for one. Tabson now steps up, but Masuda knocks him back down to the ground. 1
player to defend a B bomb site, and once Vitality got that kill, the round was pretty much sealed.
Desperate clambering, the remnants of their CT side that they're trying to get back into. Everything working against them. A hefty halftime score has been brought down to a 1-round deficit. Tizian will have some opportunity. Strikes once, but there won't be a second to follow it up. And dupreeh is now closing the gap, but Faven is still alive on the site with a deagle. Ran out of ammunition, wanted to put down the smoke. It's more like he's looking for exit frags than anything else. Tabson's whittled his way onto lower staircase. CSN with a big pick. CSN with a big pick. There is no kit between the 2 players, but there are 2 smokes and a HE, and still plenty of time left. CSN's going in for this. They want this. They can sense the blood in the water, but CSN narrowly navigates his way across, not to get fragged, and in doing so, his teammate is deemed forfeit, and he has to pick that all back up and save once more.
Established for the time being for Big.
Those scales can quickly come undone for either team. 35 seconds. Smokes and mollies being exchanged. dupreeh needs his entry, and he collapses. Crimbo crushed from the AK-47. Flashes proceed to push. Tizian caught in no man's land. Needs to get at least 1 kill. Is going to take the fight to Vitality, but that backfires. As ZywOo now gets sprayed down. Faven 1-for-1 trade, but he's weakened 2 players up. But CSN sprayed to oblivion. And Vitality regained the lead.
dupreeh
As you mentioned in the first half, was instrumental in all of their success. And Crimbo's forced out. Big kill goes in for one. Bit of damage onto the second player as well. He's done his job. But this is where that mid contingent really comes to the forefront. They've got to try and repel this push, and Tizian does just that. Forces Magisk away. Maybe Big can mount a second round after all. Or perhaps not. Dupree is keeping that flame burning. Searson simmers it down somewhat. Opposite number of ZywOo is suppressed, and Favored should have the bomb back down again. Dupree may be given the opportunity against Favored, but the timing works against him. But pull back to the generators. The smokes are good. The flashes on point. Molotovs all over the site. Now going to start to clear. But Faven in a good enough position to thwart this push. Spray through the smoke is good. Faven gets two, but Magisk and Dupree will counteract. 5 seconds left in the timer. Dupree puts an end to the life of the remainder. And I think if that kill doesn't come down, they may not have had time. That was incredibly close.
Nades getting lobbed into with sandbags. Tapson looking to find something. Crimbo as well, but it's going to be obscured. He could find ZywOo though.
Off angle, double spray is good. Tapson and Crimbo both coming with two. OT might still be an option after all. Apex taking a bit of damage. Magisk getting pushed off and punctured on the other side of the map. There's no success to be found on Vitality. It seems like Big have finally awoken from their slumber on the CT side. Better late than never. There's still a way forward, but Faben's going to be closing the avenue and going in for one more. Big can now breathe a collective sigh of relief, but OT is just around the corner. Builds up that confidence again, but can they pivot into more frags after that? Apex coming out second best. Tapson survives on 4 HP somehow.
Faven's position here, Vince, it's critical. If he falls, site's lost, but he's not going to fall. He's going to stand and deliver, but the trade is so very quick from Dupree.
Quick fire frags back and forth. 1 minute left on the clock, but Vitality starting to get a little bit of control over on the B side. I say that, but they've still not passed across, and Searson is here with the AWP. Keep in mind there's no smokes for this cross either. So there's flashes coming in first, but there's Crimbo sat up on the window, pushing them back once more. Now counteractive grenades come in, generators, but additionally Molotovs in succession. All of these defenses, Dupree has time to go in for this plan, but he needs ZywOo to have impact. He needs his AWPer to have a little bit of lead.
5 seconds.
He's landed it onto the frag. The bomb's now getting planted down with just a second to spare. Vitality may have pulled this out of the fire. Searson, 40 HP. Tapson, 4 HP. And ZywOo with a freebie onto Tapson. It looks like Vitality have stolen this 2v3 and made it theirs. But Searson, down but never truly out of the situation, is coming in late. He has no kit, but he's landed the first frag. And he backs out of there. The kit was on the window, and Dupree puts him down in the back. Elevator's now under real threat. It's forcing Searson's hand away. Shuts down Magisk in the back. Masuda can see the barrel of the gun, but there's no way they can deal with this just yet, because Vitality are spreading their way out onto the site where Faven lays in wait with his A1S. So much damage done. Masuda trying desperately to get himself a couple, but he will fall. And now Apex in a 1-on-3 with 14 seconds left. 42 hit points to his name. And he's hoping that one of these CTs pushes out. He's going to get aggressive. Searson around the corner, though, will put him down where he stands. Flashbang up and over, but he's completely read that situation. And Tapson got tagged by the Molotov, which gave his position away. Searson though with the flick before Apex comes back in for one of his own. But now Masuda has a chance to spray down all 3 players. They line up for him. It's 2, and here comes Apex, but he whiffs the spray. It could be good enough, though. Faven down to 21, and a HG, 1 HP remaining. Faven, a guardian angel, descends to keep him alive, but for what purpose? Temptation is coming through, wants them to be divided so he can conquer them, and Dupree's backed off. Faven actually has a chance here. He's walked through the middle of the CTs. Time is an issue he has to contend with. He wants to get one before going for this. That Molotov is perfection. Gonna go in for the plant as well, but Magic's wide swings. He sees the time. He knows what's coming up. Yep. He's too experienced to fall for those shenanigans. Map, they are eliminated. That is what's on the line for both of these teams, and Tizian removes Dupree with haste. And in doing so, B site is now open. It's completely vacated. Vitality have a decision to make here because their money's not exactly ideal on a couple of these players, but I assume they're still going to go in for it. 3 players bumping up, Tizian gets bested. ZywOo takes the A4, uses it against him. Deal with that. Indeed there is. There's also a flanking element coming in with a former Sizen. So all of this is a race against time, but Big don't need him to show his hand. They have that round locked in before Searson's flank gets to the forefront. So the man is still alive. Still a threat. With the A1S joined by Magisk. A duo of tantalizing prospects to try and lock this down, take us to second OT. There's a flank coming in. The spray down not quite there for both players, but the flash preceding that push before ZywOo takes the head of Tizian and knocks Crimbo down to 10. 30 seconds to play with. Crimbo's been in quite a few of these positions already today, with varying degrees of success, trying to fake out, and there is dupreeh. Be careful what you wish for, you might just get it. To the side, Apex in no position to fend off this push. They've completely vacated the premises as a result of this middle aggression. And now Tizian in for one. Apex with a spray only musters about 50 HP worth of damage, and Masuda goes down to the hands of tabseN.
Masuda just good for the 1 kill, and that was off the... and he was right on top of the boxes.
Aggressive play we've seen before. Typically Tizian is watching this angle. He is still watching his back though. Oh, he's heard the footsteps. Masuda's got such a fast flank coming into play, and he's joined by Apex. 2 players here. They need ZywOo to pull off some magic on the side. There's one. Flash down in the meanwhile though. Now Magisk steps up, delivers some fatal shots, and the bomb's been dropped down on ramp. Surely there's no way back into this round, or perhaps there is. Perhaps I spoke too soon, because tabseN comes out with nowhere with 2 frags.
Is tabseN gonna come back? He is. That's it. That's the round. Oh, dupreeh, a window of opportunity might have slipped by. He could actually pull off the escape here.
He doesn't shoot. There's 10 seconds to go. He's got enough time for the plant, I want to think. Incendiary as well could buy him up a little bit more time. Now, dupreeh does have a nade. This nade could be everything, but he's gone the other way. dupreeh's lining up the grenade, but it lands the wrong side of the boxes, and tabseN sprays him down with so little HP. tabseN takes this and runs away with it. There's so many moments that could have gone the other way, and now Big from strength to strength. Tizian with 1 and Crimbo watching mid. They've seen this happen too many times. Mid control has fallen prey to Vitality, and now Searsson striking from lower ramp. Waiting for ZywOo to push into his crosshair. Flash is good, but Searsson peaks a bit too early. Searsson's now been bested. dupreeh 1 position, and ZywOo didn't realize that was Molotov. He runs in,
they know,
gets burnt alive, and exactly the audio sound cue that gives to the remainder of Big. They now know exactly where he is. They can position on the staircase, position on window, and ZywOo is living on borrowed time. As good as he is, he's gonna get shut down in the back, and Big clean sweep their T-half.
But he does have backup nearby. He's very low as well. And here it comes.
Flash, but still alive. The thorn in the side, the pain in the rear end on Vitality, but they're looking to try and take the fight. If they're going down, they're going out on their shield. And FaZe in the meanwhile, though, is still alive, still kicking, still fragging, still cleaning up with tabseN as well. And this is looking like a done deal, unless Magisk can evict the CTs squatting on the site. 18 seconds, 10 HP, and the bomb down in an awkward position. Surely this is unwinnable. Molly down onto window. Now gonna look for the plant, but there's the dunk downtown from Crimbo with the HE, and we head to a 3rd map.